Welcome to a mini flow to get your day started, get your body moving, and just feel really good for the rest of the day. Go ahead and start, whether you're at the top of your mat or I'm not using anything, just landing on the ground, feet hips width apart. And if you're cool with it, close off your eyes for a moment, draw your shoulders down and back. Let's take a deep breath in, reach your arms up to the sky. One open mouth exhale, palms in front of your heart. Interlace your hands together and press your palms forward, drop your chin to your chest. Take a few rounds of deep breath here. Breathe into your shoulder blades, breathe into your back. And then with an inhale, press your palms all the way up towards the sky. Feel your biceps draw back, your heart lift. Again, just a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. Maybe the Ujjayi breath feels good right now and that's what you want to tap into, or just deep breaths. Let your hands come behind your head and then lean back like you're leaning into a hammock. Soften your knees just a bit. Core strong. Take an inhale. And one time, round and curl. Chin to your chest. Hug your elbows together. And then come back up again. Inhale, elbows wide. Take a side bend over to the right. And then start to round and curl. Bend into your knees even more. And then start to make your way to a side bend to the other side. Open up to the right. Take a breath in. Round and curl. Lean forward as you breathe out all the way back to the left. Pause with the inhale. One more time. Round and curl. Feel some fluidity through your spine. All the way to the right. And then this time rise back through center. Press your head up and back. Breathe in. Start to fold forward, but release your arms, interlace them behind your back. Then start to draw your knuckles away from your back. Let your head hang heavy, shake it out yes and no. Then soften into your knees a little bit. Let's take one more round of breath. And then start to bring your palms down to the ground. Just gently release them to the floor. Step your left foot back and lower your left knee down to the ground. Once you get into this low lunge, scoot the right toes forward a little bit and then come up onto your fingertips. Really try to draw your heart forward. Half split, straighten out your right leg and lift your toes. And just start to pulse back and forth. Go a few times on your own. This starts to open up through the hips, the hamstrings, that whole lower half of your body. And then the last time that you end up in that low lunge, stretch your arms all the way up towards the sky. Breathe in. Take a twist open to the right as you breathe out. And let your hands release down onto your knee and thigh. And just work the twist for a moment. As much as feels good, your hips can sink in, but core strong still. Take a nice big breath in. Then let your hands release down to the ground as you breathe out. Scoot that left knee in a little bit so you can step your right foot back to a modified side plank and just open up through the side of your body. Your right arm reaches up and forward, and then take a few big arm circles. Start to hover your right leg, bend into your knee, reach back for your foot. If it feels accessible right now, you don't have to do this. But take a little back bend if you've got your foot. Give it a big breath in. Then release to tabletop as you breathe out. From tabletop, you can move your way into a high plank, but we're just going to lower down onto our bellies. However you get there, walk your fingertips out wide, tent them. Then peel your chest up, find a back bend, breathe in. Dip your left shoulder down, look to your right, breathe out. Inhale back through center. Exhale, right shoulder dips. Lift back up, breathe in. And release it down, breathe out. Press up either through tabletop or plank. Let's meet up in a down dog, send your hips up. Take a few moments to pedal out your feet, shake your head out a bit. Just a nice big full body stretch in down dog. And then you'll start to walk your feet up towards your hands. We'll find a fold at the top of the mat or top of the space. Unravel yourself, roll your way up to standing. As your head comes up, stretch up to the sky. Breathe in. And just forward fold all the way back down as you breathe out. Step your right foot back. Crawl the left toes forward a little bit. Let your hips sink forward. And then half split, stretch out the left leg, toes up. Again, you're on your own for a few moments. Breathe as you shift forward and back. There's never a rush, and if you feel a spot that you're like, I just need to stay there for a little bit longer, you always have the freedom to. If you're with me and you end up back in a low lunge, reach your arms up to the sky. Twist to the left. Let your hands come down to your leg just for some gentle leverage. Feel your shoulders draw down your back, your neck lengthen. Stay with one more round of breath. And then as we unravel, release your hands down to the ground. Scoot that right knee in a little bit. Modified side plank, left leg steps back, left arm to the sky. Again, we start here, some of those arm circles. With the option to lift your left leg up and maybe find a back bend for a moment. Open up through your chest, deep breath in. And then come back to tabletop as you breathe out. Tabletop or plank, up to you. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Baby cobra, one little lift, maybe hover your hands for a moment. Exhale, release to the floor. And then baby or full cobra, it's up to you if a bigger back bend will feel nice. Press the ground away, open wide through your collarbones. Exhale, release back down to the ground. Child's pose. Scoot your hips back, big toes together to touch. Forehead down. As you arrive into child's pose, go ahead and take a big breath in. A big open mouth exhale, let everything empty from you. And we're going to end our practice here in child's pose. You can stay and continue to add on, or just the gratitude that you were able to do this little warm up. Thanks for being here. See you next time.